Welcome back to another installment of the series as we go through each and every NBA team and break down each team and give our season predictions. Today, we got the Dallas Mavericks, our first Western Conference team. Finally get out of the Eastern Conference, talk a little bit about the Western Conference. And Dallas is one of the top 8 teams in the conference easily. We got the Luka jersey on, of course. There were no other options for this video. You got to wear Luka jersey if you're talking about the Dallas Mavericks. So without further ado, let's get started. The Dallas Mavericks bring in Jason Kidd over the offseason to be their head coach. This was a little bit of a controversial signing after some of the stuff that came out about him over the offseason and his time in Milwaukee that he spent coaching there. There are a lot of issues and disconnect between the players and Kidd himself. So hopefully he's learned from those issues that he had there and can be a more personable coach in Dallas here. This is Luka's team, and this team is going to run through Luka. There's not any debate about that. If Jason Kidd tries to come in here and make this like triangle offense type of team or something, or spread the ball around like crazy, I just don't see that happening. The ball's got to be in Luka's hands. And you got to let him play, make, and create for everyone else on the floor. You can't take the ball out of Luka's hands, not the way he plays, because he's going to dish the ball out. He's not just going to ball hog the whole time. He's going to go out and get you almost 30 points a game. He's going to put up almost 10 assists a game. He's going to do what it takes to win. Luka's just a winning player, and you just got to let him play his game and let the offense run through him. I think Luka's going to have an MVP type of season. But I think the overall team record is going to keep him from winning the award. So I went out there and said in the Celtics video that I thought Jason Tatum was going to be a top 3 MVP candidate. I want to say the same about Luka, but I think because people weigh in that team record so much, I don't see Luka doing it, not winning it this year. He's definitely got the talent, and he's definitely going to win one sometime in the near future. But I don't see this year being one of those years. Another big key piece to this team is Kristaps Porzingis, Tingus Pingus, whatever you want to call him. But Kristaps seems to be committed to this team again. He was requesting a trade over the offseason. Nothing ever happened. I'm sure there were talks between front offices and stuff, but nothing ever happened. He never got moved. And now he's taken back his trade request. So we'll see Kristaps coming back to the Dallas Mavericks for sure now, and we'll see what he can do. Hopefully he can get back to that kind of last 2 years in New York that he had as far as his scoring and his defense goes. He was putting up 20, 25 a game. He was putting up 2 blocks a game. But we also hope to see him keep the level of rebounding that he's had here in Dallas. He's put up 8 or 9 rebounds a game in the past 2 seasons. So we hope to see that from him. And last but not least for him, he's got to stay healthy. That's been such an issue. Tore his ACL a few years ago, missed the whole season, missed a lot of time last year. So Tingus Pingus got to stay healthy. That's what we want to see from the Unicorn. That's the first and foremost priority for him. Tim Hardaway Jr., another returning player to this team, and he's got to be that third scoring option. He was putting up about 16 a game last year, and He's got to keep up the 3-point percentage that he's had the past 2 seasons here in Dallas. He's been a 39% 3-point shooter the past 2 seasons, and that's about the most consistent he's been in his career in a single season. He may have gotten to 40 maybe somewhere when he was in Atlanta just because of the offense that they ran. But that 39% clip is a good clip for him to hit, and they really need that in Dallas. Alleviate Luka a little bit and not have to rely on Kristaps to be that major second option if he's not going to be consistent like he was in New York. Another player they're bringing in this offseason is Reggie Bullock. And then another returning player is Jalen Brunson, and I think these two are another 2 good 3-point shooters. Bullock shot 41% from 3 last year. Jalen Brunson shot 40%. These dudes are going to be some key factors, most likely both coming off the bench. Bullock's also a solid defender, except when he was playing Trae Young in the playoffs. That was a little bit embarrassing. Trae Young kind of became his father. So we we will see some bullet defense, and that's probably what he got brought there for. Mostly, he's a 3-and-D type player, and Dallas is going to need that coming off the bench. And another thing for this team that I think is they could really run a Twin Towers lineup. You've got Kristaps Porzingis, who's a 7'3" power forward center that can go out there and shoot the three. He can play wherever you need him to on the floor. But then they also made a trade for Moses Brown this offseason, who's a 7'2" super young center, gets crazy boards, got 30 against the Celtics earlier last season, and then he's out there getting blocks all over the place like crazy as well. So those two could really play with each other and complement each other really well. And then you've got a 7'3" and a 7'2" center out there. That's just ridiculous. Nobody's going to be able to score on them in the paint if they put something like that out there. So we'll see if that happens. I don't know what the game plan is as far as Jason Kidd's rotations go, but having those two play next to each other would be insane. And then you've also got Boban on that team, who's 7'4". You got Willie Cauley-Stein, who's 7 foot tall. So even off the bench, you've got massive size. So we'll see what kind of rotations they run there, but they can run some nasty post lineups. A sneaky little offseason pickup for this team was Sterling Brown, who's another great shooter. You cannot say that Luka does not have shooters around him this year. That's not going to be a narrative that's there. I think he's going to have plenty of help as long as everyone stays healthy. But Sterling Brown played last season in Houston, and he was a 42% three-point shooter for the past 3 seasons. So that's something that's going to be great for them off the bench as well. You're going to be able to bring Brunson off the bench, Bullock off the bench, Sterling Brown off the bench. So they're going to have options scoring off the bench. This team's role players are going to have to find consistency early on in the season if they want to make a good run, and they need to stay healthy all around. That's going to be the big thing for them. Again, I mentioned Porzingis was injured quite a bit last season and a couple seasons ago. Luka started dealing with some injuries last season in the playoffs, and that hindered them from getting past the Clippers. I think if Luka's fully healthy, he probably goes out there and takes down the Clippers. So this team's got to stay healthy. My season predictions for this team, I think they could go upwards of 50 wins. I really think they could, as long as everyone stays healthy. And I think they could potentially go to the Western Conference Finals. But realistically, I see them finishing around 45 wins. I see them grabbing a low seed and ending their season with a first-round exit with this stacked Western Conference that we're seeing again. Didn't really go away. Maybe like a season, the bottom of the Western Conference wasn't too great as far as the lower seeds, but this conference is stacked again. So I think Dallas ends up probably in that play-in tournament. Maybe they get up to a 6 seed, and I see them again exiting in the first round. So that's what I got for Dallas. I will see y'all on the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with friends. It means a lot. Anything that you can do to support the channel is really appreciated. And I really appreciate y'all for watching. See y'all in the next video. Peace out.